excited this morning to be flying the 787-9 Dreamliner. Today's trip is going to be starting in Chicago O'Hare, and we're going to make a 5-hour and 5-minute flight over to Keflavik, Iceland. Really excited for this trip. This plane is just a beautiful plane, very sleek design. Just excited to be flying this for the first time in my one of my videos. And Keflavik, Iceland, the airport there is just a really cool airport, so really looking forward to doing this trip. With that, I figured we go ahead and start walking around, take a look at the airplane, check everything out here. So, we'll go ahead and get the jetway connected here to the plane as well. Finish the walk around here and meet you in the flight deck. We're finished with our walk around, so let's go ahead and get back on the plane. Okay, so we finished our walk around and we're in the flight deck, and we need to go ahead and get some systems started here on the plane. So we'll go ahead and take a look up top and get some things going here. So in looking up top, first thing that we're going to do here is turn on our irises. And we're going to go ahead and continue our flow. We already have battery on, we have the external power turned on. We're not going to start the APU quite yet, and we already have our lights adjusted as needed. Go back up to the top, and the front door power, we're going to go ahead and turn that on. We're going to arm the emergency lights and cover that. Window heat, we can go ahead and turn those on. And the hydraulic pumps, we'll go ahead and turn those to auto. Passenger signs were already fueled, so we'll go ahead and turn those on. Going back up to the top again, nothing that we need to do up here. We're not going to start engines yet. We're not going to turn on the fuel pumps yet. We can go ahead and turn the anti-ice to auto. And we have the nav and logo lights on. We don't need any of those lights on yet. Go back up to the top. We'll go ahead and turn on the air conditioning. Oh, I just turned it off. There we go. I turned the packs on. That's what we want to do. And that's good. Everything looks pretty good up there. At this point, we will go ahead and request our operational flight plan. So we'll get that and get that loaded in the FMC. Okay, so just a little bit of information here about the flight. Again, this morning we're going to be leaving at 8 o'clock is the planned departure. And We are flying today with 294 passengers, 23,000 pounds of cargo, and our zero fuel weight is 328.2. Let's just put it that way. And we'll go ahead and start getting a little bit of this FMC set up. So our position in it, we are at KORD today. And we'll go ahead and click route. We're going to request our route. Okay. So the route is ready to be loaded. So we're going to hit load. And we'll execute that. We'll go into our performance. Our reserves, let's see, go ahead and get that page up here. We have 15.3 our reserves. Zero fuel weight, we should be able to just double click, and we can. Our cost index is 15. The rest of that all looks pretty good. So we're going to depart this morning on 28 right. The next page, and oh my goodness, one more page. 28 right, the very last one. How do you like that? And that's it. That's our departure. Now we should be able to go back over to the calculator here and get the information we need. So copy from FMC. Okay, so we're ready with the performance calculator, and we have some of our data received here from the FMC. So just a few more things to take a look at. Condition is dry. Our thrust rating, we want optimum. Flap configuration optimum. Anti-ice is off, but it's actually quite cold out, so we're going to go ahead and say engine. And with that, we should be ready to calculate. Oh yeah, and we need our wind. I don't know why I always forget the wind. Let's see, an outside temperature. So we have 290 at, let's see here, at 18 knots. Let's see, the outside temperature is -3 Celsius. Alright, now we're ready to calculate. So we'll go ahead and calculate and get our takeoff speeds. And there we have it. We'll go ahead and send that output to the FMC. And we'll go ahead and accept that. And let's see, center of gravity, we should be able to double click that, and our pre-flight is complete. We'll go ahead and finish setting up the rest of the plane and get ready to load. Okay, so the FMC is finished. So let's go ahead, I want to move the engine information over to the first officer's side. So that's moved over there. We're going to go ahead and do systems over here. Actually, no, let's go back to change screens here. And then there we go, systems over here. And but actually, let's do navigation, get the full display, and change our range here to about a 20-mile range. There we go. And let's just check out the route to make sure that that makes sense. Change that to plan. Zoom in a little bit so you can see. And we're going to just step through our plan here. There we go. We're all set to go. We just need to go ahead and start the APUs and load passengers at this point. Okay, so we're ready to start our APU. Go ahead and turn that to start. Hit that.
Cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your large carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Okay, so we have finished boarding. Let's go ahead and check and see. Let's see, what do we need to set our trim for here? It's like 6.25, so let's go ahead and adjust our trim. Okay, trim is set. Taxi and takeoff briefing is complete. Before taxi, ice is on, already know that. Auto brake set to RTO, we'll go ahead and set that now. We'll finish that after we finish our pushback.
Welcome on board our flight. We'll be departing soon and we're aiming for a smooth flight. Thanks for flying and we'll keep you informed of any changes as they happen.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 912. Our flight time will be roughly 5 hours and 3 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full
Alright,
upright
we'll go ahead and get our
cabin crew, prepare doors for departure,
pumps on.
cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
Turn our wing lights on. We are good up top for now.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes, please.
Okay.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screens for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Welcome. We're excited to have you aboard, and we appreciate your attention as we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. FAA regulation requires you to follow the instructions of our crew members and comply with posted and lighted signs.
Please take a moment to look around in order to familiarize yourself with the aircraft. This Boeing 787 has 8 exit doors, 4 on each side of the aircraft. If the doors are opened in an emergency, slide rafts will automatically inflate. In a water landing, slide rafts attach to the aircraft and are used as life rafts. All 8 exits are marked with overhead signs. As you locate the 2 exits nearest your seat, remember, they may be behind you. Stow your tray table, carry-on items, headrest, and footrest. Make sure your seat back is upright and your seatbelt is securely fastened. Please place your personal item under the seat in front of you. At United, we're connecting people, uniting the world, and doing it safely. From all of us, thank you and enjoy your flight.
Okay, so we're ready to go ahead and start engines. We'll start engine 2, engine 1. We'll add fuel.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Alright, let's go ahead and look at our checklist here. We'll do a recall. It says TCAS is off, so we'll go ahead and get that turned on. To do that, we'll go back here. Turn the TCAS on, TARA. And we're already set to 4204 for our transponder. So, let's see, everything else is looking good here, so recall's done. We need to go ahead and check our flight controls.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Make sure our flight controls are free and clear, so all the way
Left
forward.
is clear, right is clear.
Slowly come back and pull all the way back. Go back to neutral. Full right. Slowly. Back to center. Full left. Back to center. Rudder, full right, back to center, full left, and back to center. Our flight controls are free and clear. Let's go back to the checklist, check the flight controls. Let's check and see if ground equipment is free and clear. Looks like everybody is gone, so we're good. So ground equipment, and let's go ahead and go up top and turn that APU off. APU is off. So we can go ahead and check that. Before taxi checklist is complete. We're going to go ahead and set our flaps. Flaps will be set to 5. Flaps are checked. And that is after takeoff, so we're done with that. Go ahead and roll our view in. And we're going to taxi to 28 right. Let's go ahead and turn our flight director on, our auto throttle on. Those are both armed. release parking brake. Make sure everything is clear. Look good. Taxi lights are on. And let's go ahead and taxi. Don't need to give it a whole lot of thrust. These engines are big. They will just start moving pretty much on their own. We're going to have to give it a little bit of thrust when we go on these turns though. A little bit more thrust. Slow and easy gets the job done here.
Please note, the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
off for a minute. Okay, let's go ahead. Flight directors are on. Auto throttle is on. Arm LNAV VNAV. Our heading select is done. Our altitude is done. Our takeoff speed is set. Our flaps are set to 5. And with that, it looks like we are good to take off. Okay, we can line up and wait. Landing lights on, strobes on. We're going to be taking the full length of this runway to get off the ground. Alright, we're ready to go. Increase throttle to 40%. Engines are stable. Toga. clouds and it's a beautiful day. Okay, with that, go ahead and enjoy the ride.
Larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and state movies library.
descent now, and going to start looking at our landing procedures. Coming in on ILS runway 10, ILS-Y for Yankee, and our final heading will be a 102 for our course, and minimums will be 309. There's nothing to set up for radios because Dreamliner does that all automatically. Incredible clouds here. It's almost like we're in a whole different world right now.
gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 6:51 p.m. and it's currently about -2 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
looking for gate number 14. We had a landing rate of a -157. Excellent landing rate here. That's 14 right there. Yep, that's 14. This is our gate. Beautiful sunset. Go ahead and set the brake and engines to off. And with that, we are here. Keflavik, Iceland. Let's go ahead and up top, turn our wing light off. Should have turned our taxi light off already. We're blinding the poor people. And it looks like we can turn our beacon off now. Excellent. All right, here we are.